Welcome back to more Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling, and shall we see what's going on our lovely little island of Fawnhollow today? Where, I don't know, anything special happening today? Not what I can think of, 28th of January. Maybe that's a special holiday somewhere in the world. I mean, there's a lot of public holidays, you know, in every country. For very good reason. You might think I was going to go on and say a disparaging comment, being like, oh, why do you need all these fancy holidays? Nah, I think it's great. There's lots of things to be celebrated in life. And why not celebrate them if given the opportunity, especially if there's some history behind it, why not? Anyway, hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhallow, it's 4:59 on Thursday, January 28, 2021. Now for today's announcements, today we have a visitor staying at the campsite. Ooh, exciting. Who do we think it's going to be? Are we missing any villager types? No, I don't think we are right now, so it's completely random. If you don't know, if you're missing a certain villager personality type, or one of 8, you have a higher chance of them appearing in your campsite, I believe. Some from Jolly Red. I believe this is a painting we already have. So we should chuck it away. Oh yeah, there's an update. I'm not sure what the update was for. They of course released that video showing future updates, which we'll talk about in a bit. To my fishing buddy dear, I've been reading a lot of fishing magazines lately, and let me tell you, they're filled with all kinds of goofy words like warbling and crankbait. I looked them up, but it's not helping me get better at fishing. A fishing fool, Bruce. Thank you for downloading the update. What were you giving us, Nintendo? Yes, if you haven't seen, they released a summer? What? Am I crazy? An early winter update Maracas? This is a very jittery animation, I'm not going to lie. Yes, it's instantaneously. Alright, well that's interesting. Almost enough to start a band. And it's an extraordinarily jittery animation. Obviously Red is not a visitor for today. Is it someone in the town hall? It is not. Yeah, they released what's coming in later updates. It's quite a small update, mind you. It's basically just the festival update with Pavé. If you haven't seen him before, he's a very sort of flamboyant, eccentric peacock who celebrates the festival event, which is, I'm not sure what it's based off, Mardi Gras maybe, or something. Well, basically it's a load of dancing, candy eating, playing loads of games or whatever, and with your villagers, and celebrating that sort of thing. Cafe Cake, pretty sure we got this? Yeah. Wait, it can't be Mardi Gras, because Mardi Gras is in March, isn't it? Is that what it means, like, gross, wait, no, isn't Mardi, wait, is Mardi Monday? Mardi Gras, what does Mardi Gras even mean? Fat Tuesday, okay, that's why. I was like, it's something to do with a time period, but I can't remember what. When is it? February 25th? No, February 16th in 2021. I guess that's plausible. Yeah, so I assume that's what it's based off. I'm not actually sure. What's up, Raymond? It seems like there's the event, I'll be honest, of a festival seems rather similar to previous events where you sort of just catch things and get recipes and, I don't know, give them into Pavé, he will give you stuff. Oh, we can actually give you gifts now. Which, there's been complaints about, lack of, well, interesting content. Oh, we've a Nook Mile mission, I guess we'll do that in the upcoming updates for Animal Crossing, which, you know, I think it's got some basis, I'd imagine, you know, because of the whole world situation right now. A lot of, potential events have been pushed back or not as filled as you might like, and to be honest, I'm starting to feel it as well a little bit, where I'm just like, a lot of these events they're pretty similar. I don't know why I walked into here, didn't mean to, but I suppose while we're here we'll put maracas away. The events are starting to get a little bit samey, I suppose. Like it's all they're all some variation of fetch quests, which is, I know you can't really do much of Animal Crossing, but the thing that bothers me, I suppose, most about the festival sort of update, which is upcoming, is they haven't put in, they didn't show off the trailers of playing like games with your villagers. Or if they did, I completely forgot and it's just gone from my memory. Which seemed to be a really big part of festival from what I recall in the previous versions, or at least in Wild World. I'm not sure if I played it in New Leaf, but you basically like play games with your villagers, and they gave you candy, and the candy is what you use to exchange for furniture items. And I remember playing a lot with, I think it was Wild World I played, where it had that version in. But yeah, it's a bit of a shame, but, you know, hopefully there'll be interesting things. I can't remember what the furniture series was. Ember update. Maybe I should go watch the trailer again, because apparently I don't remember anything of it, which, I don't know, you might say it's down to my poor memory, but maybe there's nothing that really jumped out to me and was like, wow, that looks amazing. I mean, obviously we knew Pave was coming because he was teased at the end of the last update. 2 glowing paintings. Twinkling. What do we have? A quaint one? Quaint. Which is one I'm pretty sure I've already got. So, but I mean, we can try donating it to Blabbers. Anywho. Yeah, but what was I gonna say? I guess it could be God of it visiting, right? We haven't seen the Vista yet, no. Yeah, I don't know. But, I would say I think people are. I shouldn't say people. That's a too sweeping generalization, which I don't approve of. I think people expect a lot more from this game, which is fair. But since Animal Crossing randomly had a huge boom, they sort of don't realise how slow-paced and low-key it actually is on the day-to-day, I suppose. Because it's not like a new leaf from previous ones. There's all that much to do every day, especially when you finished achieving everything, like paying off your debts and that sort of thing. You've got public work projects, but this game, it's already shown itself to be much more on the customization side of things. Which is fair, you know, different directions of different games are changing things up, seeing what works, what doesn't. And while I do like the customization aspects, I really, and I say this all the time, I really wish the villages had more life in them. There's less repetition of lines over and over again, so I don't feel like I'm talking to a robot programmed with 4 different responses to say. It's just, I don't know. I suppose the way I'd put it is, it feels like New Horizons has lost a lot of its, Animal Crossing in this iteration has lost some of its charm, I suppose. Even though a lot of the gameplay is samey, and it's meant to be samey, it's meant to be a slow life sim, I suppose, in some aspects, so I'm completely fine with that. It's just like, the charm isn't there as much. So my desire to come back each day for long times is not very high, but for short times, it's fine, you know? Have a chat with villagers, check in with that sort of thing, which I suppose is perhaps what we're going for a slow drip of feed and content that they're trying to inject into Animal Crossing over its whatever lifespan they support it for. Probably quite a while, because Animal Crossing is quite a popular series, I think. But maybe it's not. But yeah, we got Festival coming, we got new reactions coming, which is cool, but didn't mean to pick that up. Nothing like breathtaking. Just sort of be like, oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't really use reactions all that often anyway, so it's sort of like a impartial thing for me. But if you use a social aspect of much more of Animal Crossing, you might love it. I don't know. Don't let me judge that for you. I can't remember what the furniture items were. So what we look it up. New Horizons Festival update. And of course I spelled everything horribly wrong. Festival? Festival. Is it not called Festival? I thought it was called Festival. Festival. I believe we can't donate this. Nope. We already got this one. Animal Crossing Festival update. We'll just look at the Wikipedia. This article summary, I guess. Yeah, capture colourful feathers. Sorry about that little bit of a pause, but took the time to actually look at the update trailer again. Yeah, there's basically like nothing in the trailer, which is probably why I don't remember much from it. I remember the catching feathers you give them to Pave. You don't really see what you get in return, but hopefully interesting festival items. I don't remember. Was Pave even in New Leaf? I should look this up. He was definitely in Wild World, and you could get the festival-themed furniture items, which are basically Pave coloured. But let's see, Pave New Leaf. Can't remember if he's in it or not. We have presents to give out to Bruce and Mila. I mean, Pave is a very fun character, I'm not gonna lie. He's very, very, over the top, I suppose. He wasn't even in Wild World. What? He wasn't in Wild World? Okay, so when I did a festival event, I guess that was in New Leaf, not Wild World. I thought it was in Wild World. Wow, okay. I actually can't believe I remembered it wrong. Candy... Oh, no, it was City Folk, because that's where you get candy from. Feathers in new leaf, one during an event of festival. Can be supplied to Pave. Result giving Pave furniture from the Pave series. I do not remember the event as well as I thought I did. Well, feathers in new leaf, catching on the net on the day of the festival. Oh, I guess that's actually kind of similar then to the new leaf one. I didn't play the new leaf festival. Oh. Number little pause. What were we doing? What were we talking about? Who knows? You know, it's all gone. It's all gone from my memory. Something about Pave, something about festival, something about the feathers. I don't know. Give colourful feathers to Pave. I even closed out of I closed out of the tab of what I was searching for before. But oh well. I don't know. Coloured feathers. You remember that thing from Wild World? This one is definitely something from Wild World. There was like was it Boondocks or something? There was like a town, some impoverished town which you could donate money to through Pelly or Phyllis in the post office, and then once you do that, they would send like coloured feathers or whatever, depending on how much you donated to a charitable cause. And I remember Pelly is telling incredibly sad stories, something about like the only food they had was like eating glue off of stamps or something. Now the problem is I don't remember if that was actually something Pelly said or if that was something which was a reference to like some Simpsons comic I read ages ago, which only came back into my mind just now. I don't know why I remember this. It was like Bart and Lisa both had pen pals in like neighbouring towns or countries, I can't remember. With both like much less well developed, much less well off than either Lisa or Bart were. And it was something like through their letters, Lisa helped her pen pal establish a bridge or something where they could like travel to the city or the country or whatever that Bart's pen pal was in, and then like get jobs because they didn't have any jobs or something. Lisa's pen pal like didn't have any jobs or something in the place, so the way she got sustenance was like eating the glue off of a stamp or something from the pen pal letters they sent. And then I remember Lisa was just like, oh, I stuck as many stamps as I could to this envelope, and I was like, oh, that's so sweet. And then Bart's one was like something like he was like a factory boy or something, and he hated the job, and then Bart taught him like how to pull pranks or something, and then they accidentally got the factory shut down just as like Lisa and stuff got the bridge opened. So then when all of Lisa's pen pals, countrymen I suppose, and women went into try and find jobs in New Town, I was like, oh, there aren't any because the factories are now shut down or something like that. At least that's how I remember it. Maybe I'm completely wrong. We should oh, we didn't even look at our campsite visitor. I forgot we had a campsite visitor. Who's it gonna be now? Let's go. Fauna, Biscuit, Phoebe. I'm missing one. Oh, Dell, right? I had you in Wild World. And you got like steam vents and stuff coming outside of your head. You look very strange in this iteration. I don't know why. I think it's a lack of texture on your face. But I suppose when I was younger I didn't even realise you were like a robot. But yeah, I don't know, that's just some random thing. I guess literally food stamps, but sorry, bad joke. Some not in good taste. But no. that one wasn't even intentional. Maybe I can find it if I Google it. Simpsons Bart Lisa comic pen pal. What's this? A baby chair? We can customize that. Apparently, pen pals. Is it? It's actually what it's called. A boy, my pen pal is from Svetlana. A girl from Lichtenslava. Let's see, the students at Springfield Elementary School are each given a foreign pen pal or do a presentation about their home countries next month. Lisa is delighted to write her first letter to someone in Svetlana, in Lichtenslava, but Bart does not care much about his pen pal. Lisa asks Bart to post her first letter. Bart opens it and decides not to post it. Instead, he writes a letter pretending to be Svetlana. After a while, Lisa gets a response. She learns that in Lichtenslava, snail mail is name. They fish with gummy worms and bait. They defeat the Martians in 1957 and touch ears instead of shaking hands. What? This is not how I remember it. Lisa's astonished over the letter. Oh, by the way, I'm on the Simpsons wiki. Lisa's astonished over the letter she received. Bart tells her to respect the culture. Says they go bobsledding in school where national anthem is played on because they have a festival of chafing. Lisa reveals that she had Bart as a pen pal and tells him she found her true information by doing a Google search. Fair enough. She also found out Svetlana misspelled the name of the country. There were squishy stains on the letters. Lisa gets an A, Bart gets an F. Because he didn't write his pen pal. Reads it and throws it in garbage bin. When he realises the letter is a scam sent by a Nigerian prince. Okay, but I don't think this is the correct comic. Okay, this is definitely the wrong one. A Tale of Two Pen Pals. Is it this one? On the Side of the World. A Tale of Two Pen Pals. Hold on. Simpsons. A Tale of Two Pen Pals. Who knew about Simpsons comics had two pen pal comics? Weird, huh? Not weird, I suppose. I mean, I suppose when it goes on for that long, you kind of get repeated topics. Sounds something similar to a very specific Animal Crossing New Horizons series a certain someone has created. Come on. I want to find a plot summary. No, there's no plot summaries. Needs to say Bart's attempt to make his letter writer cool and Lisa's humanitarian efforts to improve her pen's friends' lot in life lead to what can charitably be described as an international incident. That sounds basically like the story I was talking about. But can't find it anywhere. I can't find a good plot summary. When did it come out? July 2004? I don't know. Maybe if you're in the Simpsons comics you can go find it. That's what I'm talking about. Pen pals, I suppose. I don't know how we got into pen pals after talking about Festival, but there we go. Do I have a pen pal? No, I don't. Never had, I suppose. I suppose pen pals are sort of a thing of the past now. Or, not a thing of the past, but sort of like an antiquated way of thinking about things like that, I suppose. Especially with the advent of technology and all sorts of things. You can communicate to people across the world in just like a blink of an eye. Immediately, quickly. You can just by connecting to the internet, you're connected to thousands and thousands of different people and cultures and all sorts of things. In vastly different countries than you are. Mind you, some of them, there's a large populace, I'm sure, in the Western world. And MEDCs and that sort of thing. But I'm sure there's still people in other countries who would still frequent these sort of websites. I don't know, Twitter, Reddit, other social networks, that sort of thing. And you can, communicate that way. It's just for the beauty of the internet, I suppose, and I suppose modern communication technologies. So much so that it doesn't require really having a pen pal anymore and sending letters which probably take many, many weeks to get to the intended recipient and perhaps get lost a long way. I don't know. This is turning to some weird critique of the postal system, which I'm not sure why I feel like I'm qualified to talk about, because I'm not. So let's just stop right there. But yeah, no, I never had a pen pal. We didn't have that as a school project. Which, to be honest, I think that would be quite a cool one. Be quite a fun one to learn about. A different life, I suppose, than yours. Because, especially when you're growing up, you get a very sort of, what's the word, narrow, I suppose, field of view of life experiences. You kind of, like, only know what you know, right? Hold on. That's a dumb thing to say, but I meant what I said. You only know what you've experienced and seen and that sort of thing. You're not really privy to the lives that others might live in different circumstances or different situations or whatnot. So, having something like a pen pal can really broaden your horizons and understanding of the world around you, I think. So I think it would sound like a really cool project to do. Like having a sister school or that sort of thing. You can partner up, send letters to. In a whole different country. Doesn't that sound cool? I think it sounds kind of cool. Of course, I'm sure if he gave me that project to do in, like, I don't know, year 8 or whatever, I'd be like, man, this is lame. I don't want to do this. But maybe, like a typical teenage drama or whatever, you find it an enriching experience somehow. Where you both learn about each other, that sort of thing. Of course, nowadays it's much more easy. You can sort of just, like, go online and be like, hey yo. Just make friends in other countries, I suppose. Through whatever common interests you might have. It's a lot easier to become and stay connected, I suppose, in that aspect. Both a good thing and a bad thing, depending on how you flip the situation. I like to see the bright side of things though, so I'm going to say I think it's a good thing. Very positive situation. And all that. All that good stuff. Don't you think? I don't know. Have you ever had a pen pal? Write them letters and stuff. I suppose in any situation, making these videos is sort of like having a one-directional pen pal. Now you might say, dear, what on earth does that mean? Well, hear me out. By making these videos, I'm sort of broadcasting, I suppose, my life. Oh, not really. Broadcasting elements of my life, which I pick and choose to show, which is, you know, the same thing you do in a letter. To a global presence, technically. But, well, I guess now I think about it, it's not even one way, because if you have things to say, you can always respond in comments. You can, of course, send me a DM on Twitter. You can join the Discord down in the description below. Send me messages that way, that sort of thing. There's always a frequent conversation, I suppose, going on. I shouldn't frame it as something isolationist and lonely, because that's not what it is. We should really think about where the paths are going. I think the path should be here. Go down, right, down, and then there should be one that hugs this part. Okay, I think that seems reasonable to me. We'll go here, we'll put a blue windflower here. We'll put a white lily here. No, we shouldn't. But we did it anyway. Because I was like, we got hyacinths here. We need to plant them down somewhere. Why don't we plant a pansy here? Private pansy. We'll plant a white rose here. The start of the forest, the winter forest is coming. So yeah, we'll go like this, we'll go down, turn, down, like this, and then we can have a path here leading to whatever's going to be over here, which is yet to be decided. Because I don't know what I can fill that space with. We have another pink tulip. I don't know how he ended up with a pink tulip now I think about it. But I guess it must have grown there, but saying that, I suppose we'll plant this over by Lily's house. We need more green flowers. See, that's what I want to be updated. I want more flower colours. I want more types of flowers. Maybe that'll come in like an Earth Day update, the next Earth Day update or something. And then but yeah, isn't doing things like this sort of like having a one-way? I want you to give Rowan. Sure, I'll do it for you. I don't know if he's still visiting Bruce. I don't think he was. I think we saw Rowan in his house actually recently. But yeah, sort of like a one-way letter out into the world. I suppose perhaps not as structured as a letter and personal. It's much more sort of generic and freeform. All my talks, but still, it's kind of like that. I suppose if you want to come at it from the angle of connecting across the world, I suppose, or connecting people who don't usually have contact with each other, I suppose, that aspect of a pen pal, that's still here. In form of these videos. Video pal. If I was to give it a very strange name. Moving on from that. I don't know, there's a daily dose of wholesomeness, which I like to try and supply. What do we have? Purple hyacinth, red cosmos. Where can we put these? Okay, we don't have any hyacinth room over there. Could put hyacinth here. Nope. Put us hyacinth here. Why do we have so many hyacinths? We can put it here. Red cosmos. Not here. We can put windflower here though. And a red cosmos here. We need far more purple flowers than we currently have. But I guess we'll run over to Rowan's house now, put this down, give this to him, and we'll have 5 minutes where we'll have to be like, what are we going to do? I really want to start decorating Jakey's house, but I don't know with what is the big problem. We need like angelic looking things. I suppose like a fountain could work. Do a big statue. Oh, I suppose we can continue moving the oak trees down here. That makes sense. What's the thing? So yeah, I don't know. Pen pal seems like something fun. But I suppose if it was so fun, shouldn't I participate in it? And then I'm like, I kinda am. I don't even know what you're wearing. Oh, fancy. Looks great. It's a bold thing to work out in. I think you might get extremely warm extraordinarily quickly, but you know, you do you, Rowan. Change of style, it's much more elegant, I suppose, Rowan, rather than a cool, bombastic style he usually goes for. We don't even have that much room for trees over here, but still. I don't know if we need to purchase more saplings to grow. Do we even clear this entire area of trees? We must have, right? Just replaced everything with bamboo over here. Seems like something I've done. Perhaps I need more bamboo over in that area, but I don't know. We've got more pine trees over here. But we could definitely plant some more. Perhaps there should be a winter forest. Like, this should just be a winter forest, and in the middle there's a clearing for whatever you'd find in a winter forest. That's not a bad idea. We've of course got enough fruit trees over here in the autumn section. Not particularly spread out, mind you, but I suppose you wouldn't really find many trees in a rock section, would you? There should probably be a bridge here as well. What was I doing? I don't know. And then it's decorating this area. Well, I suppose we can move these oak and pine trees to places up there. And I don't know what to do with these bell trees still. It's difficult. You get to decide really what sort of purpose they can play. Oh, well, for now let's put this stuff away. We don't really, we've got some time, but I think the conversational juices are kind of run dry on pen pals, to be honest. It's something which is hard to talk about because I've never really experienced, but it sounds like fun, but I guess it's not really something you need to do anymore. Because you can have like pen pal with emails. You don't really need, no, like, who sends letters anymore? No one sends letters anymore. Everyone just sends emails. And even then, people don't really send emails anymore. You got texts, you got DMs, all that good stuff, which tend to be a little bit more convenient. That will drop down by our airport and drop down and then never pick up again. You know what we could do? We could have the night side, like this right side, be like a civil side of the island, and then this left side would be like an artistic side, you know, sort of like an art versus science sort of thing. So that's something we can use all these legitimate paintings for, I suppose. Have like a mini art gallery outside. Sounds like an interesting idea. I don't know. Just speculating. But then we can use much more like historic, grandiose designs on the left side, and then use the civic sort of metropolis sort of furniture items on the right side of the island. But then we start to interweave the day and night stuff in it. So I guess it's like a night city and a daytime city, you know? Even though you don't normally have that sort of delimitation, I suppose. But yeah, I guess I'll just chat with Audie and we'll round up this episode here. In pen pals. I don't know. Any of you got a pen pal? I suppose not. I suppose probably not. Probability wise, that happening is not likely. I'm not sure how many people even have pen pals anymore. But you know, anything equivalent. Email pal. Other pals. Pal pals. Pal pal nagamada. Gonna see on one day though. To quote a Carly from KDA Pop Stars. Anyway. But there's clearly time to round up this episode here, so if you haven't been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm in dear darling, likes, comments, subscription, shares, all greatly appreciated. Join my Discord and follow me on Twitter down below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, why am I so misaligned? But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.